All right, you guys, rise and shine. Or should I say good afternoon? It's giving 4 hours later. All right. All right, so today is Monday, August the 11th. Moon is in Pisces all day. Looks like we have Saturn at a sextile over to Uranus and Gemini. We've seen the moon in Pisces with a trine over to Venus and Jupiter. The conjunction to the North Node. We are currently right now with a quincunx to the Sun in Leo. All right. Looks like we're at 19 degrees and 15 minutes. All right, of the moon in Pisces. Let's see what this energy is all about. A lot of Pentacles and Cups coming out. 7 of Pentacles, 9 of Pentacles, 4 of Cups, 9 of Cups, the Queen of Cups. Earth and water energies. So there is balance here. Five of Pentacles, near future. All right. In the past, it was the 9 of Pentacles. So it looks like you're dropping down some resources. I wish I had some change so I could throw it down on the floor because that's what it feels like. All right. Somebody doesn't want help with the 4 of Cups. They feel like, I don't want it. I'm rejecting it. I'm ignoring something here. All right. Queen of Cups is the first card that came out. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, feminine energy. Now I'm seeing King of Cups. 2 of Cups. Oh, this is a couple. Someone that's supposed to be like a soulmate connection. It's like somebody continues to reject someone here. I don't think this person is going to give up. Knight of Wands after the Star. All right, somebody wants to kind of like reconcile after not speaking for a while with the 4 of Swords here. The Hermit overall is what's coming through. Virgo energy. There's something about like traveling to the other side of the world, literally. Just like put me on a flight. All right. 7 of Cups energy out here. There's some sort of scheme or something happening on the background. I don't know if this is literally through like the media and how information is getting across to the other side of the world, but it's almost held secret. Maybe it's a message that's trying to come through here with the person that is wanting to manifest a brand new beginning. That's going to be the same person that isn't speaking up. All right, waiting, but dealing with the 5 of Swords, a lot of mental conflict. There's something about being recognized in the workplace, being rewarded and or gifted something from a King of Wands. All right, so there's some love connection going on here, coming through as a soulmate. A lot of earth and water, so definitely in balance. I see the loss of resources overall in someone's investments, but then being gifted for whatever you do for work, being put in the public eye by the King of Wands here. All right, so let's see. Yeah, I feel like you're being called in, judgment. All right. Temperance, being called in from, I don't know. This would be like a Sagittarian energy. These are like spirit guides. This is a heavy, like angelic type of energy here. I don't know if you fear having communication from someone from this. Yeah, I feel like you fear something or fear speaking to somebody overall. This could be someone that's foreign. I feel like someone's literally on the other side of the world. The Wheel of Fortune, the Hangman, and the Emperor. 2 of Pentacles. I don't know if you hold status, all right, or that's what's part of your destiny here. You hold status, or like your rank is really, really high in the spiritual realms. All right, it's because of your passion or the desire that you have towards spirituality here. Yeah. It's really, really hard to let go of a lover. All right, with the Ten of Wands here. The colors blue and purple are definitely significant. It's almost like you have to because you have no other choice. The Tower and the Hermit. This feels like a major like breakup type of energy to go after something more advanced. I don't know why I want to say advanced, but that's what it feels like. Whatever status or rank that you hold in the spiritual realms, and almost like you have a line of people that wants to come and have a conversation with you about something. I don't know if someone wants you to step in on the dark side or make you understand something about the dark side. When I say that, I mean the devil and the moon. It has to do with something that's held secretive or keeping you entrapped in that mind state overall. All right, but I don't feel like it's going to last for too long. It's like some sort of communication is coming through. All right. Wow. It's like once you get to the other side, there's a lot of abundance there. There's commitment there. All right, marriage. Lots of new opportunities. It also has to do heavily with the energy of your intuition being used. Something about like the way that you are utilizing your emotions here. Like moving away from something in order to express the way that you feel. Moving away from things or have, you know what I mean, caused you conflict overall so that you could be happier on the other side, and that being your justice. Okay. I don't know if there was some sort of like offering or something from someone in the family that comes through as the one that's being deceptive in order to end the pathway that you're on overall. This person is watching everything that you're doing. Somebody sees how much mental strength you have as well. There's a need to defend oneself from the Empress. I don't know if this like it's coming through with the King of Swords right behind Gemini, Libra, and or Aquarius. Feminine energy overall will be like a mature person that you need to defend yourself from here. You don't see something coming about this person or why you have to hold yourself up to some sort of boundary here in connection to what you've already, like, you're trying to protect something here that you're creating stability with. All right. That's interesting. All right, let's get into it. There's a lot going on there. There's a lot going on there. The Highlanders are calling in today as well. I feel that. So this definitely could be your guides giving you messages by synchronistic signs. All right, visions, that type of thing. Let's see what's going on here. Welcome in, you guys. We have the Success card here. Okay. I'm seeing Capricorn and Cancer in opposition in the chat. All right. I see taking risks here. I see the Black Panther and I also see an eagle. All right. It's like you have potential here, but there's something that you continue to take a risk with. There's lots of spiritual enlightenment as well. Split the deck for a new beginning. All right. Let's see what this is. Show me what success is here. So today is a heavy energy of like being in alignment with your destiny, because we have the moon conjunct North Node, but then also the sextile with Saturn and Uranus here. There's conflict surrounding your success overall right now, Five of Wands. It could be that you're in competition here with something or someone. In connection to your investments overall. There's a King of Cups and a King of Wands here, as well as a Page of Cups. Why are these masculines coming out? There's a loss here. Emotional loss in between a King of Cups as well as a King of Wands. So there could be competition in between two masculine energies that are blocking the energy of your success. The Wheel of Fortune, it has a lot to do with blocking your destiny with the moon. All right. The Knight of Wands. If you're trying to be assertive, utilizing your ability to tap in, all right, there's some sort of blockage here. I don't know if you're supposed to be like some sort of public speaker or seen as someone that is spreading knowledge, because I see the King of Cups and the King of Wands. It would be like you're speaking more so about your, I don't know, I guess stepping into a position of maturity with the energy of your emotional state. Utilizing some sort of skill that you have overall to speak out something here, or that's what you have success with. What's taking risks? Four of Wands, Nine of Pentacles, Eight of Pentacles. There's something about the workplace. The workplace. I don't know if working from home is a risk or working within a specific community is a risk, because it's supposed to lead you to lots of stability here. The Three of Wands is like you making progress with whatever type of position you have in this organization. And the way that you put in work leads you to long-term stability. Lots of Pentacles here. I'm seeing the 8, the 9, and the 10 of Pentacles, which is all Virgo's energy. So this could be coming up here in the month of August. All right. But there's something about you. Well, all right. You're going to be receiving some sort of gift here that has been projected to you overall, but you've done the work. 10 of Wands. So Saturn and Aries energy speaks about the risk that you're taking. Uranus in Gemini's energy brings change, all right, to a specific group of people that is supposed to be speaking about something, communicating about something. All right, and it looks like the Tower is coming in because of the... Okay, so this is like taking down Geminian energy. All right, those that are communicating about something that has specific knowledge about it. All right. But there's two masculine energies here, the King of Cups and the King of Wands. So it's like, I don't know, I'm seeing the volcano here in the background. Normally the Tower moment would be just like that. So what is this potential card here? The Sun. I don't know if this is speaking about like masculine energies making a change. Yes, the King of Pentacles. This is speaking more so like masculine energies taking hold of or seeing the Empress as, you know what I mean? Offering some sort of opportunity here. But there's some sort of betrayal or lies involved in something as well. Because someone is in the energy of grievance. Because of this person's success, and however they're doing this over here, the new path that they're on. That's the Empress's path. Okay, got you. So whatever's taking place over here with the Empress having lots of success, all right, there could be many offerings that are coming through. There could be a lot of scheming happening overall, a lot of emotional withdrawal. All right, and then there's a lot of stability surrounding the energy of the risk that you're taking overall, like risking resources. So if you're supposed to be in alignment with either this King of Cups and or King of Wands, all right, There's something about masculine energies taking over your potential and whatever it is that you have investments with. So the more risk that you take, all right, on your resources, the more that you end up losing out in the near future. That's why I've seen a loss of resources. It's like right now is the perfect time for you to do something in the public eye and have a victory. All right, with the Six of Wands, Queen of Swords, Ace of Wands. So it's about what you do that you're passionate about and what you're communicating about. I would imagine it's part of your new pathway here with the new beginnings and your spiritual enlightenment. Let's see. Welcome in, you guys. So Justice. All right, this could definitely be bringing something into alignment for you. Fairness for you in the workplace or holding position overall. There's a blockage in front of your opportunity here. Whoever is watching and trying to get you trapped into something, this is this person's purpose. I'm feeling like it's going to be the person coming through as the Gemini, Libra, and or Aquarius's energy. Something having to do with the next moon in an air sign. That would be the moon in Gemini. All right. There's a delay there. So double, whatever it is that's stepping in the middle of your shit, it's like judgment. You know what I mean? Something keeps blocking your brand new beginning here. Whatever's part of your destiny. Or whatever you're showing potential for. Because it's like the time is right now. The new beginning comes in as Temperance. Lots of spiritual enlightenment. Lots of emotional balance. Remaining very assertive. And protecting and defending overall what it is that you have strength and courage to do here. Yeah, it's about the messages that are coming in. All right. It's like if something doesn't stop, it blocks your success with resources. The Hangman and the Death card, yeah. There's something about water energies here as well. See Scorpio and Pisces. All right, the Fool card with the Magician and the High Priestess. Wow. And then I have the Devil again. So there's a need to decide here about which direction is going to be more positive for you. Here, I like this. All right, the new beginning. It's giving like your brand new pathway. All right, so it goes the Fool card to the Magician to then the High Priestess. That's the beginning of tarot. All right, so there's something here that you're supposed to be tapping into overall, but there's some sort of attachment to the past. I don't know what this is. Having to do with that's what judgment is. There was something that you desired to accomplish here. You were already judged on that. So if you continue to hold on to that, or there's still some sort of attachment to that, you don't get your brand new beginning. You're not able to manifest whatever it is that you're tapping in with the High Priestess energy. There's a blockage overall to the Star and the Six of Cups. Being able to tap into a situation from the past or something like this. All right. What? The Queen of Swords, the Queen of Pentacles, the Hermit. There's two feminine energies coming in as like your spirit guides that are meant to teach you more so about the next step, all right, when it comes to your passion. These will be seen as your, let's just say, soulmates. I don't know if they're attached to the person that's supposed to be coming in, or has you traveling for the Emperor. Something about that. Or wanting you to travel in for the Emperor. The Emperor wants the Queen of Wands. All right, the Queen of Swords and the Queen of Pentacles are coming in as like guides to help you get to your soulmate. Or guiding you towards your soulmate here. It's weird, but it's like somebody knows that you have passion for someone, or someone has passion for you, but they're in conflict because of who's in their way, who's the negative attachment. It's coming through like that. So it's like if you have potential for something, on your journey, there's still some sort of blockage. You're not free from something. It's causing conflict in connection to your success. All right, let's move on here. All right. Well, maybe you shouldn't be traveling anymore. I guess. I guess. Scorpio's energy is coming out. All right, so magic, sexuality, intensity, and secrecy is here. All right, Scorpio's energy. I see Capricorn's energy. Ambition, resilience, authenticity, and determination. So Scorpio in Capricorn's house, I would be seeing that as Scorpio in the 10th house. That's a sun, moon, rising, Aquarius energy. And then I see Pisces here as well. All right, so sensitivity, psychic awareness, and or symbols and signs. So maybe what you're supposed to be doing for your career overall is you tapping into the intensity of mysteries and secrets. The ambition that you have towards, or the determination that you have towards this being your career here, it is supposed to be where you're in alignment right now with the moon in Pisces, with the sensitivity or your psychic awareness, symbols and signs that you're seeing. I'm seeing 21, 23, and 25. All right, so there's something very odd about what's going on in your situation. All right, it looks like you're having nostalgic memories about belonging to a specific community with this Mintaka card here. All right, I see 34. I'm getting like Emperor, Empress energy. All right, let me just read a little bit on her energy, Mintaka. Her elements are water and rose gold. Her chakras are for the heart. Interesting. So if it has to do with your money, it says learn from past experiences with money to create a better money story moving forward. The purpose here is to support others who feel alone, lost, and not at home in this world. To be of service, it says to be supportive and active member of a community, yes, you are part of. Show up and help out where you can. Spirituality, visualize your casual chakra just above behind your crown chakra, lighting up a bright silver moon. See this chakra pulse out of a wave of light like a symbol to others who are in your soul family so that they can find you. So this is about you working on your crown chakra and how you're supposed to be tapping into your psychic awareness. So it feels more so like a feminine energy overall here. Let me jump in with the Feminine Wisdom Oracle. There's something about you needing to be in balance. I see two feminines out here and two masculine energies. There's something about forgiveness, releasing anger and or resentment. Or is somebody like angry with you? Or are you angry within yourself about something? All right, it has a lot to do with your healing overall. Restoring back to your normal health. So Virgo energy being very significant overall. So she's associated Mintaka to the heart chakra. And there's something that in your heart space you need forgiveness. All right, something from the past or from a community from the past. Something that brings back nostalgic memories. You need to like surrender to whatever it is that you're feeling there so that you can heal from it. Let it go and release it so that you can get your abundance. That's what it says. All right. As I split the deck, power here, that's the strength card, obstacles and challenges. Heavy on Leo's energy. Like you have the power to overcome this challenge. Show me Scorpio's energy. Passion ignited. So your passion has to do with like whatever it is that you find that's mysterious. It could be like utilizing your emotional gifts in order to tap into the psychic awareness. Heavy on the water energy and the earth energy in this reading. Show me Capricorn. Prosperity begins. It has a lot to do with your brand new beginnings. That's crazy. All right, so the Ace of Wands basically is here over top of Scorpio. And the Ace of Pentacles here over top of Capricorn's energy. All right, so passion ignited and prosperity begins. So whatever your passion is and what you're connecting with whatever seems to be mysterious and secretive, that's going to be where your brand new beginning starts. And how you are creating abundance for yourself. Show me Pisces. Authority. So you're like an authority figure and you hold status in the spiritual realms. This is how you receive your synchronistic signs and symbols. All right, you're like having some sort of awareness. Okay. Yeah, you're tapped into the light, directly to the light, to the sun. It's interesting. There's a lot of accelerated motion here right now. So whatever it is that you have to give up on in the past, it's like forgive it, heal from it, and surrender to what you need to surrender to in order for you to create your abundance here. All right, so let's see. What are you forgiving? Whoa. Something having to do with a choice about you going through some sort of transformation overall. I see Two of Pentacles and the transformation card. Heavy on Scorpio's energy here. Let's take a look at the healing process. All right, so love begins in material and spiritual prosperity. I feel like that's what this is. So if you have some sort of connection to the heart chakra, that will be like where your love space is. All right, your healing space, so that you can attract abundance into your life. That's how you receive your spiritual gifts. This is the Six of Pentacles here. So I have the Ace of Wands, the Ace of Pentacles, and the Ace of Cups out here. It feels like you're having a brand new beginning after making the choice to go through the transformation. All right, so it's giving you a position of authority in connection to your psychic awareness. Show me the authority energy over Pisces. So this could be like Saturn entering Pisces again. All right, I see the authority figure being as Saturn's energy. Currently right now in the sign of Aries, but it is reviewing there in retrograde. All right, in today's energy, it is at a sextile with Uranus and Gemini once again. So it has to do with your conscious mind overall, and where you're just meant to surrender whatever it is that you're feeling and whatever seems to be blocking your brand new beginnings. Yeah, I'm telling you, you have some sort of partnership and or an alliance coming in with this position of authority. It gives you, this I believe is the Three of Wands. It's a Sun and Aries energy. At the bottom of the deck, temptation. So you don't want to align yourself coming into a specific contract more so with that of the darkness. Patience and planning is like, be careful where you're investing more so your resources. All right, so don't put your money into things that aren't positive for you on your spiritual journey. All right, let's see. So let's see surrendering, letting go, and releasing overall. The Four of Cups, shadow. I'm seeing the moon, heavy on the moon energy here in Cancer. All right, so this is where divine feminine steps in. It's like you're waiting for whatever is your brand new pathway and where things are going to accelerate for you. All right. You might not be happy where things are going or something. All right. Because it's more so like a waiting game. Split the deck. Victory and success. This is the current decan that we're in right now in Leo season. All right. So something happens to be where your abundance is getting ready to come through. It's just about the choices that you're about to make overall. Rest and rejuvenation with the Four of Swords. It speaks about negotiations as well in the Oracle of the Radiant Sun. All right, something having a lot to do with foundation and achievements with the Four of Wands. All right, so that happens to be your community. All right, belonging to a specific community here that you build some sort of foundation with. This could be a family dynamic. That's where you're being recognized in or rewarded in your community or in connection to your family. All right, let's see. Let's see abundance, where you are in the state of plenty. I feel like you have everything that you need, especially being on this journey and choosing to go down this transformative type of energy. It's like you continue to ascend. Yeah, I feel like if you choose wisely, you end up tapping into your psychic abilities and the vision that you're meant to see here with the third chakra or the third eye chakra. That's where you're being recognized and rewarded. I keep, every time I read these energies, I keep seeing like people clapping. Solar plexus energy, and you know how you now have the free will and the power to go down this path. Have, you know, the courage and the strength to continue to push forward here. Heavy on that fire energy overall. Yeah. It's about like moving into the next phase. All right. I'm seeing 666. This speaks about you focusing more so on responsibility. All right. Heart chakra, opening up your heart space. And again, it's coming through as the need to forgive those that may have been deceptive and or envious or jealous or tried to stop you off your spirit path. So this is given like the 888 portal and the gates opening up to you moving on to the next level with something. All right. Fertility. All right. So this Empress energy in this deck. So through the heart space, through the heart chakra is how you create. All right. The state to create plenty of abundance, of prosperity. All right. Lots of materialistic gain here through your spirituality. Yeah, triumph and success over obstacles and challenges. Okay. So it's like you're pregnant with the next thing. You're tapped into source, you're tapped into the light. All right, and you are aware how to utilize the energy of that third eye chakra and being illuminated at the crown. Okay. Major change in your life and part of your transformation. Okay. Let's get away from this. Where it is, here we go. I haven't pulled from my astral alignment in a while, so I'm going to do so. Let's see astrologically what Spirit wants us to focus on moving forward in this week. We got a lot of positive energy coming up overall. The moon is going to be in Aries by tomorrow, the 12th at 6:34 a.m. We're going to see Venus conjunct Jupiter, which Venus is all about, you know, where you're creating your brand new beginnings, what you're birthing new, and the opportunities that are opening up for you. That conjunction is major because Jupiter is expanding everything around you. We do see the opposition when the moon is in Aries over to Mars in Libra. We see a trine over to Mercury that's currently now going direct today, okay, over to the moon in Aries as well. But I do see a sesquiquadrate energy to the sun. I don't know what's going on. Let's see what Spirit wants us to focus on here. What's this? The trine specifically. So the trines that are happening today are going to be with the moon in Pisces over to Venus and Jupiter in water energy. By tomorrow, we see the trines happening over with the moon in Aries over to Mercury. That's now direct. It's still in its pole shadow. All right, so it looks like there's a specific portal that's closing out, but there's still the opportunity of people returning from the past. All right. People and or situations or communication or things that need to be spoken about. First quarter moon here. We just had that first quarter moon back in the sign of Scorpio, which was about a week and a half ago. All right. There was something that was gaining momentum then in connection to a specific relationship, partnership. It's the descendant energy. So this would be more so in someone's partnership, relationship, contract. All right. With the 10th house, it has something to do with your career. All right. So the positive energy that's coming out overall is the auspiciousness, the positivity, and the luck and how things were gaining momentum with that first quarter moon in Scorpio, which is the reason why I feel like Spirit is, you know, focusing more so on the journey that you've been on in connection to the transformation. This month being very specific because Pluto rules over the sign of Scorpio. All right. And it's in the sign of Aquarius, and where we've seen a full moon overall with the conjunction of Pluto. So what's going on with this relationship, this partnership in connection to, or in connection to your career? The second house, that's where the resources are supposed to be coming in at, the finances, values, possessions overall. So if we were speaking about Scorpio being in the 10th house for a sun, moon, rising Aquarian energy, and where Aquarius' full moon is this month, Pisces would be Aquarius' second house in connection to that person's finances. So let's speak about the finances here. The cusp. All right, so there's a major transition that's about to take place overall. We do have a solar eclipse coming up. All right, with the new moon in Virgo and a full moon eclipse in Pisces in September. All right, there's something here about the solstice. So we are currently still in summer solstice energy. All right, we are what second decan right now of the summer solstice, with us being with the sun in Leo, and we still have the sun in Virgo to go through. So again, I feel like this is going to be speaking about the remaining of August, and we're about to see the sun move into Virgo on the 22nd and the new moon in Virgo happening on the 23rd. Mercurian energy still being in its post-shadow phase of Leo. So communication, expression, all right, things in the media, stuff like that. Jupiter's energy. Jupiter being in Cancer, Mercury being in Leo, obviously that's a semi-sextile. But as we're seeing the trines happening from today into tomorrow, we're seeing the moon in Pisces trine with Jupiter and the moon in Aries trine with Mercury's energy. All right, so optimism, growth, opportunities for communication is here with this specific moon cycle. Yeah, fire energy. So again, I was picking up on heavy fire energy in the reading previously. So there is this energy of enthusiasm. All right. Things that are very radiant right now. There could be like a spark of something. Sextile. Bringing harmony and compatibility into a situation. All right. So let's speak about when the full moon took place in Aquarius's energy. We were at a sextile over to Saturn and Neptune in the sign of Aries, right? What else did we see here with the sextiles? Today's Jupiter sextile over to Uranus in Gemini. All right. Hold on a second. Let's see. Spirit wants to speak about Mars being in Libra. Okay. There's something competitive overall in connection to what's bringing in harmony, all right, in connection to fire energies. The third quarter moon being in Taurus. Libra to Taurus's energy is the quincunx. So there's going to be some sort of discord there when it taps in with Mars and Libra. All right. Libra and Taurus's energy are both technically ruled by Venus, and where we're seeing Venus tomorrow at a conjunction with Jupiter. So whatever competition is happening, something's going to be broken down, readjusted, and or the energy of your emotional state is going to be asking for forgiveness for those that may have caused you deception, envy, jealousy in connection to your opportunities where you were meant to be radiant and very enthusiastic in that dynamic, focusing more so on your career and the relationship that was attracting you towards what was supposed to be gaining momentum at the first quarter moon in Scorpio. That's what I see here. It's been affecting your resources and how the transition is happening, because your focus right now on the summer solstice in Leo's energy should be the transition of something amplifying on your pathway here. Okay. Something doing with Libra's energy. All right, it has a lot to do with being diplomatic, bringing harmony and balance into a situation. I see the 8th house, Scorpio energy again. Something having to do with your transformation. It's like you're going through some sort of metamorphosis or death and rebirth. It came out in the reading already, so I feel like Spirit's on the same thing. It's just explaining to me in a different dynamic and how everything is meant to come together. All right. Waning crescent moon. Currently where we're heading once we pass that third quarter moon energy. All right, so the waning crescent moon takes place right before the new moon that's going to take place in Virgo. So this will definitely be where by the 22nd, sorry. By the 22nd, we'll be in waning crescent moon energy, the day that we step into the sun in Virgo. There's going to be something that's asking you to surrender and trust what's being restored on your pathway here. What does this have to do with? Something's asking that you take action. Something that you're more compatible with. Something that brings harmony into your life. So the opportunities that are coming in by tomorrow, where Jupiter will conjunct, all right, with the energy of Venus, is going to be a big deal. All right, Venus in Cancer, it's like a soulmate connection once again. It's like you birthing something new. And this could be with your career. All right. Yeah, it's like coming in with Virgo's energy, I'm telling you. So anything that requires for you to be more efficient, more functional, more analytical, focusing more so on your health, your diet, your exercise, your mental relaxation, however that is. All right, sixth house energy, it has to do with pets as well. It's like getting you ready for Virgo season. Virgo is hard work, all right? Maybe something you do requires for you to be very like efficient, all right? Like detail oriented, heavily focused on the details of whatever you're doing for work. I don't know. Pallas is currently in retrograde in the sign of Aquarius, all right? So your wisdom, your skill, how you self-defense overall with your spiritual values, with Vesta being in the sign of Scorpio. That's interesting. These two energies actually might square. Pallas is in Aquarius, Vesta's in Scorpio. So something that you've sacrificed enough for, you've devoted enough of your time for, or there's this inner spark about spirituality that you have a lot of wisdom and skill about. This is how you need to become a little bit more efficient. All right, well, what you're doing here for your career. Capricorn's energy. How you need to remain disciplined overall in connection to your commitments or who you're bonding to in marriage. Juno is also in the sign of Scorpio right now. All right. So if you have some sort of inner spark that you sacrifice and you devote your time for spirituality wise, this is what you're committed to in marriage, and it being connected to the mysteries and or the secrets about something. You doing that for your career, it requires for you to remain disciplined. All right. Resilient, focused, ambitious about whatever it is that you're determined to achieve here in connection to what you do for work. You have a lot of wisdom and skill already about it. All right, lunar eclipse is coming up again. That's in September. So the lunar eclipse takes place on September 7th. There's going to be something that's illuminated there. All right, and where it comes to culmination, having to do with, what is it? The lunar eclipse happening in Pisces. So again, we were speaking about Pisces and how it's attached to Aquarius's, technically, this is what Spirit wants to talk about, Aquarius's finances. Okay. Second house of Aquarius is where we're going to see Saturn retrograde back into the sign of Pisces on the 1st of September. All right, so there's going to be probably about a couple days from the 1st to the 7th, about a week, where we're going to see Saturn retrograde back into Pisces in the second house for Aquarian energy, and where the lunar eclipse is going to illuminate something about finances for Aquarius in connection to what they're doing regarding someone's skill and how they've sacrificed and devoted for spirituality. And it being part of Virgo season has to be that things are very functional at that time. All right, so your health could be of significance right now. There's major opportunities coming in here. All right, it's just like you need to be taking action right now, right now, right now. So Mars being in the sign of Libra for Aquarian energy, let's just say that's the 9th house, heavy on spirituality. All right, higher knowledge. All right, education, whatever it is that you're learning about overall. I'm seeing the moon board, of course. So this takes place when we're in transition from one sign to the next. We are looking at the moon ingressing into Aries by tomorrow, 6:34 a.m. So there could be, I don't know, some sort of disconnect overall from Piscean energy heading into Aries energy. Gaia's here. Earth, nature, and embodiment. Why are you speaking about Gaia, which is technically like Earth energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn? Maybe it's getting us ready for that last quarter moon in Taurus, and where the adjustments are going to be taking place. Oh, I see. Is Gaia currently right now in retrograde? I have no clue. All right. There's a lot of retrogrades that I know that's going on right now. We have Saturn, we have Neptune, we have Chiron. We have Sirius now in retrograde, which has to do with self-care, agriculture, parenting, nurturing. All right. We have Mercury that just came out of its retrograde phase and it's still in its post shadow. And we also have Pluto in retrograde. There's a lot of reversals happening right now. So there could be a lot of distance in connection to what you should be feeling overall with the energies that we're speaking about. We don't have Jupiter in retrograde. We don't have Uranus in retrograde just yet. All right. Who else is missing? Venus is not in retrograde. Mars is not in retrograde. We have already seen those phases in the beginning of the year. Speaking about the reversals happening in mutable energy. So it's going to be when Saturn and Neptune retrogrades back into Pisces. Something requires flexibility, adaptability, or versatility. That's happening Saturn on the 1st of September, and Neptune goes retrograde back into Pisces on October 22nd. Water energies, thank you. Yeah. So it has a lot to do with what seems to be mysterious and fluid and refreshing overall in the emotional state. That's going to be causing some sort of like adaptability to changes when Saturn enters that sign, or when Neptune, which is in its domicile in Pisces, enters that sign. It's going to be a heightened energy of discipline, all right? Using your psychic abilities is what it feels like. Now, Pallas right now being in retrograde, it has a lot to do with the wisdom that you have. We're going to be connecting with the South Node in Virgo once the sun hits. All right, the sun will be there. Who else is going to be in Virgo? The eclipses are happening there. All right. So something about a natural gift that you have, could have been whatever karmic challenge that you're trying to overcome from the past, has a lot to do with you releasing something in connection to your past life. All right. Wherever your Virgo placement is. For Aquarius, that has to be in the 8th house. So I definitely see why Spirit brought that out. Has to do with the transformation or death and rebirth of your past life. You have a natural gift now, and it seems like a karmic challenge for you to either understand what it is or which way you've been, focusing more so on creating a career out of this. All right, you've sacrificed and you've devoted a lot, and it looks like your opportunities are very limited where it should be more, radiant at this time, bringing in harmony and compatibility anytime we experience sextiles or when we see auspicious time frames with the trines that take place, especially in fire elements. Taurus's energy is here. You need to remain grounded, especially when you're in or dealing with situations that require disharmony, all right, in the emotional state. I'm seeing the moon in Taurus, which is the 3rd quarter moon energy, where you're going to have to release something, okay? 3rd quarter moon in Taurus. And then squaring over, obviously, to where the sun is currently right now in the sign of Leo. Okay, so it has to be where there's a lot of competition with you trying to start something up. I'm getting the 1st house, so it has a lot to do with your presence being around, or focusing more so on yourself, or what your body looks like, your image, all right, your appearance in any way in connection to what you're doing in your career. All right. So also I'm getting a message that you need to be emotionally grounded in order for you to be able to tap into your subconscious state. But having a lot of tension and disharmony possibly in the home environment more so with the moon in Taurus for Aquarius's energy, I can definitely see that. There's some sort of illumination heavily on the fixed signs this month. And because the full moon took place in Aquarius, I feel like Aquarius's energy is what's being driven here. Scorpio being in the 10th house. 1st house being all about self, right? That full moon and how it was like supposed to be all about you, your presence, your body, a heavy focus on how you want people to see you. And then having a square over to the 4th house of home, it's going to bring in a lot of tension. All right, with specific partnerships or whatever it is that you're dealing with the sun shining in your 7th house. So this could be affecting the major astrological axes in your chart, meaning your 1st house, your 4th house, your 7th house, and your 10th. Your career and home, and yourself in partnerships. Moving on. All right. So Mercury retrograding in the sign of Leo, the sun being in the sign of Leo for Aquarius, it feels like there's a lot of tension in connection to specific contracts that you have, specifically if you're focusing on career and where your spirituality is calling for right now, because who's in Scorpio's energy? We've got 3 asteroids happening there. All right, we've got Vesta in Scorpio, all right, that has already had a retrograde phase. Lilith is in Scorpio, as well as Juno being in Scorpio. So anything having to do with spirituality, marriage, commitment, partnership, bonding, and having to stand up to hold some sort of repressed feminine energy and being non-submissive to someone. This is like how you're supposed to be releasing some sort of anger or rage through your spiritual beliefs or what you have knowledge about, especially with Pallas now being in retrograde in the sign of Aquarius. with the full moon and with Pluto bringing in this massive transformation. Okay, moving on. Welcome in, you guys. You said, welcome in, I'm a Taurus. I don't know. Y'all gotta go check out my short for Aries energy yesterday with Saturn and Neptune retrograding and how the girl was getting beat up by the ram. That shit was funny as hell. Let's see what we're tapping in here. What are we tapping in with here? So I thought I was going to be able to start for the month of August all of my astrological readings for all 12 signs. I was only able to do Aries because it's been pretty tough right now with trying to stay consistent on my channel. But I see a lot of changes coming through, and I feel like it's where the retrograde phases are. The Page of Swords is here. I feel like you're completely in alignment and people see this with the Pages of the Two of Cups. Give me 1 second. Definitely be in complete alignment here with birthing something new. It's just been difficult. It feels like you've gone through the mud, literally, with the Ten of Swords, and the need to have a brand new beginning in order for you to continue to tap into your subconscious state. I keep seeing the King of Cups and the Queen of Cups. You need to be in alignment with someone that is on the same kind of like spiritual journey as you. All right, or you have someone that's searching in for this. We're seeing that you have a lot of knowledge about spirituality. I don't know. Wheel of Fortune here, the Emperor, could be an Aries. All right, which Aquarius' energy to Aries energy is a sextile. They definitely work in harmony and compatibility. Ten of Pentacles. All right, it looks like Ten of Pentacles to the Three of Swords. This is how you've devoted yourself to this, sacrificed yourself for this long term. All right, and the benefit, something for the benefit of the family. Like you've remained optimistic throughout your spiritual journey and how you were like taught a lesson, or you became a student and then a teacher, something like that. Yeah, it has to do with your pathway here with Pisces energy. So there's like more discipline and restriction coming into you knowing what your values are overall, being in a specific long-term committed relationship, something like that. And then what you do for your career being the same thing. Also stuck to something from the past, something that you've already had some sort of investment with. That person coming back around trying to offer an opportunity, and you're feeling like, I don't know if I really want to deal with this, because you know what you desire and who's already called you some sort of conflict or competition, and where you don't feel that you're on that pathway anymore. I feel like you've already moved on from that. Six of Swords. Yeah. So I don't know if someone's coming in to offer you some sort of gift, or there's like some sort of reciprocity coming your way to like plan something new or do something on the other side of the world. It could involve traveling. I don't know. All right. I see Ace of Swords, Ace of Cups. Somebody wants to speak the truth to you about how they feel possibly, or this is about you knowing exactly what you want to do, creating your own business and rejecting someone else from the past. All right. Tell me the Four of Cups. So I'm seeing Scorpio in the 10th house again here with the Death card and the King of Pentacles. It's giving me like Scorpio in the 10th. And having the Ace of Swords and the Ace of Cups there. This could be like you becoming some sort of like healer or something. From people that are dealing with difficulties or releasing things that would actually help them in the near future become very much abundant. All right. How to like defend and protect themselves from situations with difficulties in remaining independent or stable financially. It's like finding a different pathway once you know that you've reached this height of, let's just say you've gone from job to job, and you've always been released from there because you've always accomplished a specific goal. You're no longer supposed to be working for somebody. You're supposed to start your own fucking business here. That's what this is. All right. And it looks like because of where the alignment are with the transits, it's coming through as you doing something and remaining devoted to spirituality. It's just, that's the way it is. Yes. 10 of Cups. All right, getting yourself out of the mindset of feeling trapped instead of using that expansion and wisdom and growth, all right, to experience something that could utilize others to help heal them, something like that. Yeah, it's like you're being celebrated here as manifesting, I don't know, I'm guessing like a spiritual pathway or something on the other side, or what people don't understand. through your wisdom. That's your gift. Got it. Yeah. All right. So let's just say you've gone down this pathway. How do you release that and detachment once you've achieved that goal, possibly? Eight of Wands. I feel like you have a message coming through. I'm seeing 1:16 on the clock. Maybe you're a starseed messenger or something like this, with the star and the Eight of Wands being here, because of what you've discovered or overall. People might look to you for advice. You've overcome like a major challenge, but I still like you have another step to take up to ascend to the next level, and then to the next level, something like that. All right. The King of Cups and the Chariot. I feel like, again, I feel like you're receiving praise. All right. More like emotionally balanced, being able to see someone that comes in that's, I don't know, someone feels like older. All right. A lot more mature emotionally. Welcome in, you guys. Show me the chakra I need to see and connect to this reading, please. Home. So home is going to be very significant right now. Wherever you feel the most comfort, warmth, your shelter being significant, where you feel the most safe, where you can feel like you're in this energy of nurturing others. Root chakra energy. So again, Aquarian energy, that's your 4th house of home, is this last quarter moon coming up in Taurus. There has to be some sort of forgiveness about a situation that involved something being deceptive in connection to a home. Okay. Yeah, like the energy of your mindset has to be in alignment. I feel like you need to open yourself up to a vision that you want to expand, remaining a little bit more flexible in what you're learning or what you imagine to create in your near future. Something about that. So your home and your mind and the way that you utilize that specific energy, it has to be where you feel, I don't know, at peace. All right. Yeah, so you can tap into your insight, all right? And whatever it is that you're understanding or aware of, it has a lot to do with your self-elevation. If you're going through this transformation spiritually, it has to be that you awaken to the next step and to the next step. After the third eye would be directly connected to the crown. There's a lot of inner child healing that you're doing right now. All right, especially when it has something to do with like your belongings, your finances, your assets, your treasures. All right. Okay, so I feel like Spirit's giving me the same type of energy. You have to have some sort of personal boundary up where you have time to expand your mind so you can tap into your insights. It has a lot to do with your comfort zone where you feel the most nurtured, so that you can focus on that inner healing that needs to take place and start back at the root chakra, where you can start back at your possessions, your foundation, your stability. All right, how you bring in your assets and how you're creating is utilizing the mindset here. One more. Earth and fire placements could be of significance in connection to you creating with your mind. So that will be Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn placements, obviously. We had Uranus and Taurus for a very long time. It's now being in the sign of Gemini, having to do with the mind and your thoughts and the way that you communicate or receive messages. All right. What else did we have? We had Jupiter, that was in the sign of Gemini, where now it's in Cancer. Everything is going to transition into a different energy, but this was all in alignment for you to create something that was going to bring you possession, stability from home, using the energy of your intuition to focus on healing and creating. All right. You have to continue. I don't know. This forgiveness card keeps coming out. You have to let go of something that keeps you in a sense of feeling like it's blocking your brand new beginning. It's something from the past, or someone from the past being the devil energy surrounding you. Is like, get the fuck away from me. It's not part of your pathway anymore. The times have changed. I see 120 on the clock. It's giving magician and judgment. All right, I don't know if somebody was trying to manipulate your ascension, or however you've awakened to the next step in your life. Something's like blocking this person that you need to, yeah. Having it, I'm telling you, heavy on you creating some sort of new stability for yourself. It's like, just stop already. Your new stability, it requires for you to communicate something about what you see, what you saw. All right, the awareness of how to elevate self, something like that. And share that and communicate that to a specific community of people is what it feels like. It's because you have some sort of hope and faith that spirituality leads you to your next level. All right, I think we kind of get the point here, Spirit. Okay. All right, let's move on. Let's get into, where am I at? Oh, well, damn. That was a long reading. Let me see, Oracle of the Radiant Sun. Where are we heading next? As we are ingressing tomorrow morning, 6:34 a.m. into the moon in Aries. All right. The conjunctions tomorrow of the moon with Neptune and Saturn, and then Venus and Jupiter conjuncting in the sign of Cancer. All cardinal energies, by the way. All right. Cardinal energies are typically the initiators of brand new beginnings, whether that be the cardinal energies are like Aries, Cancer, Libra, and Capricorn. So it has a lot to do with the astrological axis of self, home, of partnerships, and then career as well. All right, so let's see what's happening with these specific planets coming into conjunction with the energy of the moon, the divine feminine energy. There's a heavy sense of protection when the moon is in Aries because it is a fire sign. It's ruled by Mars. All right, so it could be like heavy on wanting to be assertive. All right, and that can kind of come through as a very irrational person. If I have a moon in Aries, so normally I'm just like very overprotective with something. Let me not say that too loud. That's crazy. The moon in Aries, heavily protective. I can't make this shit up. Can't make it up. You could be heavily protective over children, specifically, because the moon is like the mother figure. All right, it's like, don't play with what's mine type shit. Yeah. Crazy. All right, so you might be flattering people with whatever you're communicating or whatever you're creating here. Venus and Gemini energy, which was a transit before Venus went into Cancer. All right, so I don't know. I think you see two sides of a perspective overall. Gemini energy is like the twins. All right, there could be definitely Venus and Gemini speaks about two lovers at the same time, a deceptive courtship, something, and where you feel like you need to protect your energy. Getting ready for the sun in Virgo, heavily focused on your health. How you're supposed to be an inspiration, utilizing this spirituality thing you've got going on here. I see the 3rd, the 6th, and the 12th houses, so it's heavy mutable energies again. All right, and where it requires adaptability, flexibility, and you taking up a risk and probably starting up your business here. All right, heavy on the Aries energy. Saturn and Aries, we're currently right now in retrograde. Yeah, has a lot to do with your riches or how you're supposed to be building long-term stability, with Saturn being in Capricorn, having a lot to do with 10th house energy. Your reputation, your public image. All right. It's, again, lots of discipline, structure, ambition, responsibility. Like, it's a lot of energy in connection to Saturn. I feel like Gemini is also being called out here. Saturn entering Pisces in September is going to be for Sun, Moon, Rising, Gemini, stepping into 10th house. Okay. So I could be speaking heavily to the air signs right now, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. and how this is all aligning you with you being on some sort of spiritual journey. However it's taking place, I feel like astrologically it just works out that way. You should be seen as like a leader in a spiritual community, where this could just be heavily focusing on healthier choices. All right. Yeah, it has something to do with how you're impressing people with your knowledge about what you're expanding your vision with here. All right. Your third eye is like opening up overall. I don't know. I'm feeling like magician energy. Magician energy. I've seen Sun and Aries at the bottom of the deck, like continuing to be assertive in what you do. I feel like it's going to end up paying off in the long run. You could be heading or dealing with quarrels in connection to your lover over resources, money, because of what you want to do innovatively and how you want to do this from the home environment. Whatever you do is very original. It's not seen as a regular job. It's causing quarrels in the home environment or with your lover or about money. All right, because of the community of people that you're associated with here. All right, and the friendship that you have specifically in connection to this, let's say, spiritual community. All right, let's see. Yeah, it's almost like seen as an organization here where you create and you are generous in whatever it is that you are creating. It's like you have some sort of phenomenal achievement with 8th house energy, and it has to do with you learning and knowing about the secrets and the mysteries of the universe and or of heaven and earth, let's just say it, because there is a balance there. People could have been criticizing your work back when Mars was in Virgo and how you remained submissive to this, and it was only seen as you being like doing this as charitable work. All right, it's like you weren't receiving anything out of it, so they wanted you to detach from it if you weren't going to actually start a business with it. But this is something that you're restless about because you feel like you're influencing other partnerships, other people that have gone through the same difficulties as you have. There could be like marriage counseling or something that needs to go on for specific couples. All right, it's like your work is very much appreciated, but you're being cautioned about danger heading your way in connection to either your lover, your resources. That's what I'm saying. Like you would have to have somebody around you that's supportive. Your home, your family, your stability, your foundation has to be legit. If not, it doesn't work out for you. Something like this. It's like you're being pushed in or directed to go and do something else. All right, but this is part of what you've achieved already with the Sun in Capricorn there. You're an empath. You have a specific secret companion with. Y'all probably think I'm fucking crazy. Okay. Sun in Leo, it's like you have a lot of fortune here. Okay, you have a lot of fortune here. You've achieved a specific goal becoming an empath, and this being your companion at this time. It feels like a spiritual union type of deal. All right, but this is a major decision. You either move on with this, all right, it will be like spiritual union energy, or you're going to end up dealing with a lot of difficulties with situations involving your practical life, your home, your ability, your family, resources, however you receive. I don't know. You may be seen as gifted, and the way that you receive things is through other people. Okay. We were picking up on, yeah, there could be like lots of resistance in your energy. All right, with people saying, well, this is not going to work out for you, or this isn't the type of work you should be doing because it's not bringing in enough money. Something like that. All right. So are you going to give up on this? Who knows? What was I about to say? I can't even remember. I guess it wasn't important. It's almost like you feel like you either have to defend yourself or you would have to escape whatever it is that's kind of like creating some sort of conflict around you. All right. Kind of is the energy. I don't know how else to explain it. Feels like you're in a battle with everybody else against you and what you are supposed to be doing because of how it's aligned on your pathway right now. All right, so there has to be something right now, like heavy Aquarian energy has a lot to do with like help curing, becoming healers, seen as being the humanitarians, could have a lot to do with like curing illnesses or things like that. Okay. You're the star seed. You're given the wisdom, all right, in order to pour this out into the universe in whatever way you do it. See the tea leaf. I need a massage. Fucking bad. Let's see. I guess let's spill the tea on what the energy is like overall. Down at the bottom of the deck is success. All right, so that was the very first card that came out of the Sacred Destiny cards. We've got a journey, either physical and or mental, situations in the balance that require careful handling, a change for the better, someone behaving stupidly. We got the months of November and June here, so I'm seeing who's this, Gemini and Cancer. I'm seeing Scorpio and Sagittarius as energy there as well. All right, I see increase in material wealth and or spiritual growth. You will be taken care of in difficult times. You'll be receiving a gift. All right, the birth or the conception of a child or an enterprise, paying attention to your finances, someone out of your life or at the end of a situation, that's what's going to be announced. You'll be playing a different role here, triumph and success over obstacles, and then hidden secrets could harm you. Give me 1 second. I also have the broken ring, so parting ways in either romance and or in business. So if you're going after business, you're parting in romance. Okay? You have to pay attention to how you're going to be bringing your finances in, especially if this is what you're supposed to be doing and how you're in alignment at this time and being triumph. I can't say it. Having a victory, all right, over what you've been trying to create. There could have been a lot of spiritual growth, all right? You've been taken care of in difficult times, but you're no longer with your lover. Your lover could be a Gemini, a Cancer, a Scorpio, and or a Sagittarius. Or those specific placements in your chart being significant. All right, but it's connected to your success. Success and the stars directly next to each other here as I pulled it out the bottom of the deck. You're a star seed. That's what it is. You're a star seed. All right. You could have a lot of December's energy was there, Sagittarius and or Capricorn in your chart. Down at the bottom of star and success. That's interesting. I feel like this month I was supposed to shine in a specific way. This dark man's like flying off the damn deck. I have a rising Sagittarius placement. I have 6 placements in Capricorn, and I have a sun in Aquarius. So I'm like heavily Saturn ruled, and Saturn is currently in the sign of Aries for me, which is my third house, which is my third house of communication. So I don't know if I'm to be seen as a leader, as communicating in something involving spirituality. The South Node last year was in my 9th house, having to do a lot with like spirituality, knowledge, higher knowledge specifically. And then now that it's South Node in Virgo, it's in my 8th house. It has a lot to do with like secrets and mysteries of the universe and how we're all supposed to be transforming here, with Vesta and Juno being now in Scorpio, right? It's like learning about the dark secrets of something. There's a dark man here that's happy. All right, honor and respect coming to you. You're being crowned, as I'm hearing it. You're being crowned. All right. That could be like the person that was meant to guide you or lead you here overall. They want you to increase your efforts if you want to achieve your goals. This is a distant friend that's thinking about you. They know that you're going through financial pinches. Beware of self-delusion. So don't tell yourself things that you know that aren't true. All right, spiritual development, enlightenment, awareness, and understanding. If you need help or assistance, you're going to be guided. You feel like something's lacking in your life right now, whether that be love, money, and or a specific goal, or that's what you have fear of. This is only part of a short journey. You're not going to be broke forever, so don't fucking put your mind on that. Don't worry about resources right now. You're being taken care of in difficult times. Use your intuition to make a beneficial change in order for you to climb towards success here. There could be a loss of material wealth in connection to you cutting off someone that's just trying to bring pleasure into your life, meaning sex. All right. So don't go having fucking sex right now, especially if you're in connection to some sort of affair because you feel like you're lacking love, money, and or a goal in your life. All right, let's see. I see September being significant, so that could be a Virgo and or a Libra, or those placements in your chart. You have a secret admirer overall. Could be a Virgo or a Libra. Heavy on the money matters here. Keep speaking about like loss and money. All right, marriage is coming out. I'm seeing trouble or accusations. Maybe people think that you're married to somebody. You should be married or committed to your spirituality journey here. Unsuccessful plan. You have the spiritual guidance here protecting you from harm and a dark woman coming through. I would imagine that dark woman is connected to that dark man. Getting together with friends. And looks like wealth is what? Affairs with your family. Persevere and you will overcome a problem. I don't know. Something having to do with like your family dynamic. Affairs with your family. All right. I don't know if it's someone surrounding you that's like knowing that you're going through some sort of change. I see the butterfly card. You could be again transforming, and someone's acting stupid around your energy in connection to you increasing material wealth through your spirituality. So you're being taken care of right now in difficult times. There could be heavy loss of material wealth. All right. Like you're meant to utilize your intuition to make some sort of change in your life of how you're going to be doing something. But I feel like someone here is like really happy with you. They want to give you your flowers. They want to give you your crown. You're being gifted. All right. You're having a lot of triumph and success on your journey. All right. But hidden secrets can harm you in connection to what you're trying to do right here. So if you're trying to do something, keep quiet about it. All right. Obviously, all eyes are on you right now. We are in Six of Wands energy, Leo season, but you are guaranteed success. All right. It says guaranteed success on the star card and success in connection to the December energy, a Sagittarian and or Capricorn. So this will be 9th and 10th house placements. For Aquarius's energy, this is Libra and or Scorpio energy, right? This is where it's so interesting because I want to speak about the nodes real quick. Back in like 2022 to 2023, we were like South Node Scorpio, North Node Taurus. Once we seen South Node Libra, North Node Aries, we were looking at the opposition of feminine and masculine energies and where we were supposed to be coming into balance, right? So we were speaking about like heavy Venus and Mars placements. All right, and every time Venus retrogrades in a specific sign, it has been fire energy. And where Mars has retrograded back in, where did Mars retrograde this year? Was it in the sign of Virgo? Where the hell was it? It might have been in Leo too. I can't remember. But what I'm trying to say is there's been a heavy placement of like masculine and feminine energies needing to come into balance. And I was making a big deal about how in the near future we were going to see a lot of people parting ways because of their spiritual beliefs changing. Okay. Seeing a lot of those that were in fake relationships, that shit was going to end because it's like you can't hold on to something that's not true. All right, but this is also having to do with like karmic challenges and past life issues, meaning past life, literally lifetimes ago, where you've been trying to part yourself from a specific energy that has been trapped to you or attached to you throughout all of these lifetimes, right? So if you have chosen to head towards the light of enlightenment spirituality and your person has chose not to, that's somebody you got to release yourself from. You know what I mean? It's like you can't stay stuck to that person forever because they're stopping you on ascending towards your spiritual path, something like that. All right, so there's a major shift happening, and this year we're in like a 999 portal, which we're going to see that up in September, 2 days after this eclipse takes place. And there's going to be something that releases from your life. All right, and it could definitely bring in a sense of, for Aquariuses, I don't know. I'm going to be clear. There could be death that comes in because Pluto's there. Pluto is the ruling planet associated to the 8th house, is death and rebirth. Whether this is you releasing somebody that's been carried with you at lifetime after lifetime, you're letting this person fucking go. Their spirit, their entity, their fucking attachment to you and how it's been holding you back from your journey overall. All right. And I feel like right now in August, it's been a major deal because Pluto has ascended with its full moon energy. It's time. It's like it's time for the feminine energy to take back over the energy of masculines taking from us financially. All right, it's about you learning your self-worth as well with Saturn stepping back into Pisces. All right, your value, focusing more so on your possessions, your resources in any way. All right, I'm going to pull one more small spread and we out of here. I deserve to give you guys, well, you guys deserve to get an all signs today. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it, but I'm going to try. I do owe my members a reading. I did an all members reading the other day in connection to just overall energy, and I left it open for everybody to see. So everybody can afford to, you know, tap in with my channel, but all the information is there if you guys want to become a member. It's community chats, all signs, as well as energy check-in extended. You'll have to go into the description box of this specific video once the live is over. If you want to donate, all the information for Cash App, PayPal, and or Venmo is in there too. And if you want to donate a deck to the channel, Walmart and Amazon wish list is there as well. Four of Pentacles, Sun and Capricorn achievement. Five of Pentacles, Mercury and Taurus, heavy on the energy of resistance, resources. The energy of the Sun is here. Leo energy, currently where the Sun is. And I'm seeing Queen of Pentacles. I feel like you're calling in abundance. Doesn't matter if you've gone through difficulties. It went from the Four of Pentacles to the Five of Pentacles to you tapping into the Sun and you being seen as like the Queen of Pentacles, getting everything that you desire here, all right? Especially when it has to do with your values. Being enlightened about your spiritual values. We got a King of Cups here overall. Heavy Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, masculine energy coming in to gift you something. I'm seeing 4, 5, 6 of Pentacles. So no matter what you've achieved overall, how much difficulty you've went through, how you felt left out in the cold, I feel like you're still receiving some sort of gift here or being reciprocated in some sort of way. So you're being taken care of in difficult times once again. The energy of the Sun is clarified by the 8 of Cups, Saturn and Pisces energy. All right, you're being enlightened about what's coming up in the near future and how you're about to experience loss. Don't be afraid of that. Continue on your journey. Continue focusing on your values. Ace of Pentacles, like your opportunity will be presented. And it's going to come through either Libra and or Scorpio seasons. So that's September, late September into October. Even, you know, dragging into November, depends. Just depends. All right, Queen of Swords. I'm just hearing talk your shit. Queen of Swords, the star card is like guaranteed success. 9 of Pentacles. Don't worry about resources. Continue focusing on your freedom is what I'm getting. Queen of Swords says it how it is. Very fucking blunt, very direct. All right, very knowledgeable, has lots of wisdom. Okay, the star card obviously is having hope and faith that everything's going to turn out the way that it is. And fuck those people that try to discriminate you in the workplace. All right, 9 of Pentacles is the Venus and Virgo energy. All right, whatever you're trying to create and what you do for your day-to-day experiences and what you do for work, it will succeed. It's just not time yet. Everything happens in divine timing. All right, I'm seeing you having a major decision to make here with the 9 of Swords about family, 10 of Pentacles, and or about long-term stability. And then I'm seeing 10 of Wands. So yeah, I'm seeing 10 of Wands, 10 of Pentacles. It's giving fulfillment overall. And I'm seeing what's this 10 of Pentacles is that Mercury in Virgo. That's coming up on September 2nd. Things are going to get harder when Mercury steps into Virgo. All right. There's something about, what's Mercury in the 8th house? Mercury in Scorpio is like news of death. Transformation. That's what I see. Major decision here. King of Wands being one of them. Okay. Aries, Leo, Sag being seen as a leader, someone that is very knowledgeable, has lots of wisdom, can be seen as a teacher. And Justice, all right, bringing balance into situations involving contracts, partnerships, relationships, all right, or overall marriages. The Strength card here, the Hermit card here. This is like you being a spiritual warrior out here, having strength and courage, overcoming situations from the past after releasing something that no longer serves you with the Death card. I love you guys. I'll catch you on the next one. Bye.